Hello, my beautiful friend. I'm going to attempt to do a very quick and very undetailed progress showcase on one of the projects I'm working on. This is the Runescape to Minecraft conversion using commands, vanilla commands. I'm not going to actually show what the commands are in this video. I'm just showing you what they can do. All the times to respawn mineable blocks in this can be customized. I just have them all the same time and to respawn very fast. Now with logs you can do a variety of things. One thing you can do is that you can burn them. And depending on the type of log that you burn, that type of log will burn either very slowly or very quickly. So the normal kind of log burns quick, and something like a U log will burn much slower. And when it does burn up, it does become ashes. Bone is just a placeholder, and you can actually extend slightly how long it burns by adding logs to it. You can burn the logs, and you can also whittle them by holding a knife. By just whittling 32 of a stack, you get arrow shafts, and by whittling an entire stack, you will get a unstrung bow. And I'm going to use logs and U for this, normal logs and U logs, and that will give me an unstrung short bow that has lagged out. Where is it gone? Where are you? Where are you, sweetheart? Anyway, U logs. There they are. There they are. Hello. One thing that the commands are doing right now is that they're running on a slow clock because they're very laggy. But that will be taken care of when I find ways to improve it. Now there's different types of crops that all you have to do is go over them, shift and walk, and you'll get the respective crop. I'm going to go ahead and grab myself 2 flags here, like so. One more please, thank you. And go up to a much needed imagination a spinning wheel here, and I'm going to make myself some bowstring, 2 of them to be exact. And I'm going to use this bowstring to string my unstrung bows, and the very educated mind that is yourself will know that in fact there is only one bow in Minecraft, but due to some clever maths with commands, we can actually give them certain amount of damage, depending on both the bow and the kind of arrow that is used, and we'll get into that later on. Now most of you know very well my many attempts at making mineable mineable RuneScape blocks in Minecraft, and this is actually a new version. It has a much more effective command system, the blocks do not mine immediately. I just have it set to mine immediately, but there is a random number generator that depends on the type of block that is being mined, as well as the level, your mining level towards the block as well. A variety of factors. I'm just going to grab myself some coal to do this next part, because we need a lot of it to smelt some items. So let's go over to the forge, to the furnace, and it doesn't matter what the furnace looks like, so as long as there's a specific block the player is standing on. Now if you've played RuneScape, you know that the lowest tier of bar to make is bronze, and to do that you need copper and tin. But if you don't have one of them and you try to smelt it, I have it set so that it won't do anything. But once you do, it can smelt. And let's see, we have some mithril that takes 4 coal and some adamite that takes 6. And then what we can do is take a hammer, and if I right click and left click on it, nothing happens. All I have to do is go up to an anvil. The hammer will do a little dance, and we'll right click, get a GUI up here, and you see that we have a bronze bar. We can go ahead and make ourselves some sweet kicks. We can also make ourselves some arrowheads. Why not? We'll make both of them arrowheads. But you can craft armor, and again, it depends on what your level is. You can't make this if you are a low level. So let's see, next thing we'll have to do is fletch yourself some arrows. I have it currently set for that you need a knife in order to fletch the arrows. I will change this in the future so that you'll have to hold a feather, but you'll need an arrowhead of some type, an arrow shaft, and some feathers. And what you'll have to do is one at a time, place in the arrowheads, and you'll get an arrow. Let's go ahead and do this one more time. Now I'll have to give a big hand to Citrion for his damage indicator that I have spliced to hell and back again for my own intents and purposes. But it has some bugs, like for example, the mob needs to take a little bit of damage before it actually does work. It is on a slow clock, but it will work if it's on a fast clock as well. And let's go ahead and test out our arrow. So we have this low power bow. It actually doesn't have any bonus to it as well. And an iron arrow. Now actually the iron arrow, this is one I just got through the creative menu. If I had crafted it, it would have had a lore of 2+ damage. So if I go ahead and charge it up, it doesn't matter how much I charge it up. Let's make sure we don't knock him off the edge. You'll see he'll take 2 damage. And don't follow me. Okay. And then we can go ahead and take a very high powered bow and give it a high powered arrow. So this is 16 damage. Yeah, it just kills him. Let's try this again. Take 16 damage. Did you do it? Oh, 17 damage. Yep, got some math bugs to work out, but that's how that functionality works. Let's see what else. That kind of covers most of the mechanics. There are some things that I have not shown. And again, I would like to also say that I'm using a texture pack. You can make a whole variety of armors, some leathers, some sweet wizard robes. And again, this is just a progress update. Just to show you what it is I'm working on. One of the projects I'm working on. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and let you get on with your day. Thank you so much for watching. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Get away from him. Away!